So we're here with Todd Carver from Retul in Boulder, and you are one of the founders of the company as well as the Fit and Education Officer. How did Retul come about?
Retul came about 5 years ago from three guys that just wanted to inject technology into bike fit. So I'm a bike fitter, and Cliff is the engineer of the system, and Franco Vatterat is the sales and marketing guy. And we came together to just give bike fitters better tools.
And what makes you guys so different? One of the things that really amazes me about Interbike is you go around, there's so many different nutrition companies. There's a lot of competition out there. Why are you guys growing the way you are, and why have you become so popular?
Yeah, the reason I think that we grew really fast and are popular today is because we focused on dynamic bike fitting right away. We realized that bike fitting was very much about how a rider pedals the bike and how they sit on the bike, and less about things that static measurements that a traditional bike fitter would take with the older tools. So what we started doing was putting riders into motion and really doing the fit under load so that we could arrive at a better fit. And at that time, no one was really doing that, so I think that's why we grew so quickly.
And we actually have a really good example of this. Ivan's on your bike, and this looks like something you've designed. If we can move over here and you can really walk us through what's going on.
So we have Ivan up on the bike right now with our marker set for motion analysis. So these are infrared markers that emit a little light, and then over in the corner we have some cameras that watch those markers. So that allows the fitter to record everything on the body that a fitter would want to record. What Ivan is on here is called the Retul Move Fit Bike. And what that allows the fitter to do is to make adjustments to the position in real time while they're pedaling, so that we can make quick adjustments, and then we record the motion capture to see the effect of those changes. So between the Retul Move and the Retul Motion Capture System, it's the best package for a fitter to use to do a quick fit, an accurate fit, and one that's going to really satisfy all your customers.
Now, just a question that comes to mind. I've been through an accident. I'm kind of lopsided. Do you do this on both sides of the rider?
Yes, we do this on both sides of the rider. So he's on a rotating platform here. So we record from one side at a time. We do the right side, and then we turn the platform around and record the other side of the body. And a lot of times what you see is just what you said. Not everyone is perfectly symmetrical on the bike. So you really have to work with riders who are crooked and make sure both sides of the body are happy.
Can you walk us through some of the adjustments you can make on here? It looks like the Serrata size cycle has really evolved.
That's right. Well, it's interesting you say that. The Serrata size cycle was the first in-class tool for bike fitting, and they really started this whole movement. In the recent years, what's happened though is some new fit bikes have come out that are dynamically adjustable. So that's what this one does. So we have a turn crank here right underneath the handlebars. And if I turn this turn crank, it moves the handlebars up or down really quickly. And then we have another one behind him for the saddle adjustment. And down here, we have adjustments, the horizontal adjustments, to move the handlebars in and out, as well as the saddle forward and back. So from these four turn cranks, we can adjust the contact points of the bike in all directions while the rider's pedaling.
Now, can you show us the computer screen that's going on at the same time? Ivan, let's have you keep riding.
Okay. So if you step on over here,
okay,
and it'll come up on the screen there, probably over this way.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, so now we're going to run the system. And when you hit run, it pulls Ivan up as a stick figure. So what we see on this screen is a 2D stick figure, but what that really is, that's a 3D model of his body. So it's not only recording things in this direction, it's also recording like his knee tracking in and out from the bike. So it's a full 3D analysis that allows the fitter to dial the fit in, not not just the handlebar and saddle position, but also the cleat setting, which has become one of the reasons why dynamic bike fit's really popular.
Now, can you bring a triathlete in or someone who wants to work on their time trial position? What are you looking for there?
A lot of times with time trial, we're looking at the same pedaling mechanics. We want power out of the legs, but we also want aerodynamics out of the upper body. So a lot of times we're looking at upper body angles in the hip to make sure we don't lower the back so far that it closes the hip angle too much, because that could sacrifice your power output. So there's a lot that we know about aerodynamics and power, and time trial is the perfect combination of those two things. So we have ranges for all the joint angles that's going to keep you aerodynamic and keep you powerful, and that's how you're going to be as fast as you can be.
Now, are you measuring power as well as position on here?
That's right. So the resistance unit on the back of the trainer measures power output the whole session.
And where can someone come to get a bike fit from you?
Yeah, well, headquarters is in Boulder, Colorado, but we have, I think, 432 systems all over the world. So the best thing to do is go to retul.com and find a fitter.
Todd Carver, great to meet you, founder of Retul and Fit and Education Officer.